Hi there and welcome to the Bradbury Young channel and welcome to my Friday Sews. First of all, I'd just like to say thank you to Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room for creating the hashtag Friday Sews so we can all come together and share what we've been doing for the week. So what have I been doing for the week? Well, not a lot. Well, I decided this week to have a go at a shift dress. Now it's one of the patterns I'd mentioned, I think it was last week maybe, that I'd got some patterns from a thrift store, which was one of them was this shift dresses, and I decided, yeah, I like that. It's a really nice looking pattern. I know it's just an artist drawing for the picture, but it still looked quite interesting. I thought it'd be very nice to make, so I've given that a go this week. The pattern is Threadcount patterns, and I believe it actually comes with a magazine. I think it's the, have a look at the Love Sewing magazines. Well, that's what it appears to come with. I didn't buy the magazine, I never do, but I've got the pattern from thrifting, and the pattern code is TC2004. And I'm sure I've seen this quite a bit around about the places, but I don't know if anybody's actually gone ahead and made it. Now it seems to be quite a simple shift dress, and yeah, should be quite simple. Not quite really. I did size medium, and I've done a mock-up. I've only done a mock-up because that's as far as I've got. I have the mock-up here, and here it is. And yeah, it has some issues. So what I'll do is I'll put it on and I'll show you it, and I can tell you about the issues I have with this particular top, or shift dress, sorry. And here it is, the shift dress, which is okay. It seems to be all right initially when I first sort of put it on after I'd finished it. Now I did make this effectively as a wearable mock-up. I wanted to do, you know, all the seams and understand how I should finish it and what I should do to make it into a finished garment. So I went quite far with the with this mock-up, further than I would normally go with a mock-up. But yeah, I'm glad I did, because now it's sitting exactly how I would expect it to, or exactly how I need it to, for me to understand whether everything's all right with it. And unfortunately, it's not. Now I've made size medium from the pattern, and it's great. The size wise, that seems to be just fine. It sits nicely on me there, not too clingy, yet at the same time not overly roomy. I think that's just right. The thing is though, is that the waistline is too high. It's right up here. And I know it's meant to sit up high, but mine needs to be down here really. That's how I want that to sit, this waistline. So it's a good, I don't know, couple of inches, you know, that's like 5 centimeters. It's got to come down, so I've got to lengthen this body section, partly because the darts in it, they've got darts on the skirt piece that match up with darts on the bodice piece, and I need that to be dropped down really. So yeah, a good couple of inches to bring that part of it down to about here, and then I think it'll be sitting better on me anyway. The other thing as well, that obviously with this you can put an extra length piece on the bottom. I've not done that, and this sits sort of just above the knee, so if I was to drop that down a couple of inches, it would sit on my knee, and that's more than long enough for me. So yeah, now the sleeves, they're raglan sleeves that go in there. And this seems to be the biggest concern of mine, is the way that this neckline seems to sit. It's like there's too much material in here. It's not sitting, see on the picture, it seems to sit right across flat on the shoulder as it comes up over. This doesn't, this sort of bounces out almost. You can see that it's like a lot of room in the top here, and it just seems to be baggy, especially around the back. There's a lot of room in the back there. So yeah, so this neckline doesn't seem to sit very well. I've got a lot of material just here. So, so yeah, I've got to work out what's wrong with this neckline and why it doesn't sit very well, because it's just not right on me. I can tell that. What I'll do is come a bit closer and you'll begin to see, excuse the cable, but you can see there's a lot of room in there, isn't there? Look, see, look at that. that is not really what I'd be expecting from this. Gaping on the back there as well. It's just not the best fit on this neckline, so I need to work out how I can change this neckline to make it fit a bit better. I think dropping the waist, that won't be too hard at all. Let's just basically lengthen the body piece, and then I think these darts will sit a bit better on me. But this neckline, no, there's something wrong with this neckline. I really don't know what I should actually be doing with it. So just going back to the actual pattern envelope and having a look at that, I look at it and think, well, the picture sort of shows it as having a much flatter shoulder piece, and it coming across quite, I don't know, sort of, you know, against the neck. It's going to sit quite close, but you know, it just doesn't. I mean, the line drawings are the same as well, you know, it's got a long zip in the back, but it just doesn't sit on the top. It's like almost as if they want it to be much closer fitting. Now I thought perhaps it's me, perhaps I've not cut it properly, or I've not got the sizing right. So what I did is I had a look at some of the pictures. There's some pages here that seem to have come out of the magazine, that all came with the magazine, that someone had put in with the pattern. So I'm just going to quickly show you these, and they initially seem to show that fits quite well on the model. And then there's another one, and this one initially seems to show the collar section having a little bit more play in it than you think. And I'm thinking, no, perhaps it's just me. But then this picture really sort of shows it off of what the issue is. And this is in the magazine model picture. You can see there that there's a lot more room in that collar section than what the picture and what the image on the actual envelope seems to show. So there's a lot of room in here, and I'm not happy about that. It's way too much room, way too much bagginess in there. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to spend some time and see if I can actually alter this. Can I fix the way that this collar sits, because it's not sitting very well at all. Moving the waistline down a bit, that's fine, don't have a problem with that. But this collar, well, yeah, that's a real issue, and I'm not sure how I'm going to fix it. So there you have it. That's my week really. I've been doing other things and having to do just, you know, everyday stuff, but as far as the sewing goes, it was just getting this mock-up done for this shift dress, you know, the shift dress TC2004 thread count. And yes, actually, as far as it goes, it's not that difficult a pattern. It's quite a simple pattern really, and it's come together quite well and fairly easy. I didn't have any real problems with this pattern. It's just the fitting. I think that, you know, obviously I have to adjust the waistline and make the bodice a bit longer, which is fine, it's not a problem. But again, I just have to say, this neckline, I just don't know what to do with it. This neckline is just not right. Anybody that's going to make this, who wants to make it, then just be aware that that neckline is not going to sit down flat on the shoulder around the neckline, you know, like this sits, you know, right down flat. And I know this is a completely different pattern, but that's what I'd expect from this as well, the way it's done. But it just doesn't. It just doesn't sit at all how I want. It's baggy, it's loose, it's not right, or at least it's not right for me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to spend quite a bit of time, I imagine, trying to rework this, trying to understand how I can change that to make it sit a lot nicer, because generally it's a really nice pattern. Like I say, it's quite simple and easy to go together. So yeah, I do want to work on it and see if I can get it right, because I want a shift dress. So there you go, that's it, that's my week, that's all I've been doing. So, you know, what else can I say about it? Work to work on. And if you like this video, please do give me a like, just hit that button there, subscribe, and that way you'll always get a notification of when my videos come out, especially if you put that little bell icon on. Comments, please, if you'd like. Certainly is nice to read your comments, and I do like reading what you've put and also what you're doing as well. So yes, comments are always lovely to have. So I think it's just left for me to say thank you very much for watching my video. I look forward to seeing my next video. Bye.
Bye.